I appreciate the opportunity that you've given to allow me to present an idea that will help strengthen shared governance across campus. And that idea is the formation of a staff advisory council. Along with that formation of a staff advisory council, I'm going to show why it has strategic value. First of all, strengthening shared governance. As we know, higher education as a whole is growing and evolving. Our staff are critical to the university's success, but they are often underleveraged. Staff perspectives are critical, but not always systematically captured. There are communication gaps and disengagement which carry measurable costs. A staff advisory council is a low-cost, high-impact solution that provides formal structure, producing actionable insights. It aligns with staff insight with executive decision making. That's strategic value of a staff advisory council. I have found that research supports the value of a staff advisory council. This research I've conducted over the last year and a half. I've presented that research to our executive leadership in HR, being our Chief Human Research Officer, and she has also mentioned that we have the support of current AU administration, and that would be President John Peaty. Comparable universities based on the same staff count have successfully utilized SAC for the last few years. We have representation for staff members based on campus climate surveys, which I will produce in future slides, will show where we are lacking in representation. And also, we have faculty has representation through Faculty Senate, and the students have representation through their Student Senate. But there is no representation for our hourly and salaried staff members. And again, reported results of the 2019-2023 campus climate surveys demonstrate how there is a lack of communication and a lack of an outlet for staff members to express their desires, how they would like to be part of the decision-making process on campus. So that's why a staff advisory council is needed. It will strengthen organizational alignment and trust. It provides a structured, actionable employee insight to leadership. It enhances decision-making, engagement, and retention. It will support a culture of transparency and shared accountability. 2023 Campus Climate Survey. Specifically, I'd like to refer to the communication items of concern. The first item, administration keeps my department informed about decisions that affect us. 59% either disagreed or they were neutral. Communication between departments at Ashland University is good. 79% either disagreed or they were neutral. I feel that there are appropriate outlets to express my needs, concerns, and ideas. 63.5% were either disagree or they were neutral. This is where we need a staff advisory council. That is an outlet for staff members to express their needs, concerns, and ideas to executive leadership. Why a staff advisory council? That research that I've conducted demonstrates that enabling employees to freely voice their concerns boosts retention and performance. If we establish a staff advisory council, it will cultivate openness and shared responsibility, leading to more engaged, productive, and an adaptable workforce. It provides appropriate communication channels. It serves as a bridge for transparent communication, active involvement in decision-making processes, the creation of a responsive, open, and collaborative work environment, opportunities for staff members to make a real impact on policies and workforce culture, healthier, more productive, and communicative work environments, opportunities for professional development, exposure to leadership, and contribution to organizational change. So, I have demonstrated the research that I have conducted and what I have found. So you're asking, what exactly is a Staff Advisory Council? The Staff Advisory Council, or SAC, will represent the voice and perspectives of staff throughout Ashland University. Based on its unique makeup, the SAC may perform various functions supporting their mission. The benefits are, it cultivates belonging, shared identity, and well-being, fosters an ideal workplace, builds a spirit of community among staff members, provides a platform for idea exchange, and it promotes continuous improvement. So, in advocating for staff welfare and development, it engages into vital discussions on staff and campus matters, promotes professional fulfillment and personal growth, assists with the onboarding and networking, hosts events that focus on staff wellness, and increases recognition opportunities. What a Staff Advisory Council is not. It is not a decision-making body. We will not be making any decisions, only recommendations to executive leadership. SAC is not a grievance committee. We have a policy in place for the procedure in filing or bringing forth a grievance. The SAC will not be a replacement for the HR department. It is a strategic advisory group in pursuit of development and improvement. The cost of inaction of not creating a Staff Advisory Council. We will have staff disengagement and burnout, higher turnover and hiring costs, communication breakdowns, and missed opportunities for improvement. The bottom line is not having structured staff input is more costly. Proven benefits of a Staff Advisory Council. Based on research that I've conducted, universities with Staff Advisory Councils report, and I'm going to use 3 examples, Kenyon College, Ohio Wesleyan University, and the College of Worcester. They have found higher staff satisfaction, improved retention, and stronger trust in leadership. The common outcomes are faster issue identification, more effective policy rollout, and increased cross-campus collaboration. The proposed structure of a Staff Advisory Council. The membership of the SAC will be a cross-functional representation across campus. There will be diverse roles, tenure, and perspectives. Governance will be defined by a charter and scope. At that inaugural SAC meeting, a mission, the bylaws, and the representation on the on the Staff Advisory Council will be decided, and how many times we will meet, hopefully be at least once a month, and where and location will be, of course, will be decided. Kate's monthly SAC meetings, again monthly with a location to be determined, and quarterly briefings with the executive leadership team. The implementation plan for the Staff Advisory Council. First of all, increase awareness with all staff members. Phase 1 will be 0 to 60 days. Communicate the SAC, including the purpose and how it will improve the work environment for every full-time, part-time, and casual staff member. We will also drive participation, encouraging staff members to nominate themselves or others across campus. The goal is to receive 10 to 15 hourly and salaried staff member nominations. We would also like to foster inclusivity. Phase 2, which would be 60 to 120 days, we're going to schedule that first SAC inaugural meeting. And before having that inaugural meeting, we want to build trust and transparency. So we're going to have the inaugural SAC meeting, and those all meeting minutes will be communicated to employees through emails, the faculty staff portal, and the Eagle Talk newsletter. Designated executive leadership representative to attend at least one SAC meeting per quarter. Using SMART goals, I would like to develop success metrics for the Staff Advisory Council. So, specific, measurable, achievable, realistic, and timely. We're going to look at employee engagement and satisfaction, regular surveys to assess SAC initiatives and communication. Track changes in employee morale and job satisfaction. How are we going to do that? Through campus climate surveys, HR exit survey results, and looking at turnover rates. Feedback and suggestions. Quantify feedback submissions received. Evaluate the quality and relative relevance of inputs. Impact on policies and procedures. Measure influence of SAC on university policies, procedures, and decision making. And assess number of SAC recommendations implemented. Leading to communication effectiveness. We will assess SAC communication with staff members and measure reach and impact of communication outlets. As executive leadership team members, this is your call to action. I would like you to consider my case for action. Staff Advisory Council is a low-cost, high-return initiative. The immediate impact on communication and engagement will be noticeable and measurable. Long-term benefits for culture and performance, and it aligns directly with institutional priorities along with the strategic plan. So, this is your call to action from me. I am asking you to endorse creation of SAC, Staff Advisory Council. I would like you to identify an executive leadership team sponsor, representative from the team, to be the sponsor for the SAC. We are going to initiate the design phase within the next 60 days once we have your approval and endorsement. We will commit to evaluate after the first year. I'd like to provide some closing thoughts. This is a quote from Dale Carnegie, specifically related to listening. Listening is a skill. When performed correctly, it allows you to build trusted relationships. It also increases the likelihood that the communicator and the listener are on the same page, or at least understand each other. And in parentheses, agreeing to disagree is okay. A staff advisory council ensures that ELT is listening consistently and strategically. I would like to close with any questions, any further discussion. And after this session, if you do think of any other questions or comments, please feel free to email me at jlaskey@ashland.edu or to the HR inbox at hr@ashland.edu. Again, thank you for this opportunity, and I would like to strongly encourage you to, with the consideration, to approve and endorse this plan to form a staff advisory council. Thank you.